Stadium in Eugene. Noon on a Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing more. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Moore to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off to the races. Touchdown, Oregon. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Taking a shot on the first play. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Reed makes the grab on the left. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Throwing Reed. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's more to throw. Here's the pressure. He's going to let it go. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Motion from the wideout. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what a cut! That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He just won't take a big hit, slides off guys, makes moves, he's down to the 21. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the option. Now the pitch. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Texas A&M going up tempo. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This crowd knows when to bring it. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. Now here's Reed. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Here comes the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here's Reed to throw. Here's a heat. And they got it.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and
1. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. noise. Reed trying to cut through it. He's going to take off. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Fourth down, Reed. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Dante Moore makes a catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now they'll run the draw. Turns it on at midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moore throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The offense changing the play. Throwing more. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Flushed out of the pocket. Escapes the sack. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats. And it's the Seminoles looking to push their record to 7-0. And you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Start the third quarter with the run. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Reed. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Reed. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That one will give them the lead.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Making side adjustments here. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you...
Maybe some room here. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Owens. That one could really put this drive into high... as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Offense lining up quickly.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The run inside. It's Owens.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense? Is that what we're doing here? Makes a nice grab at the 25. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Oh, better look out. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for room, it's Edwards. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got a little grass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running backs.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They're going to somehow turn this into a 2-point conversion. Better to be lucky than good sometimes as they extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks in the hurry up.
And talking to the coaching staff, they were worried about this. Are you going to take your opponents lightly? Do you have the maturity? And first drive, Palmer, you saw it, man. 3 and out, punt. Now,
what a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
More to the air again. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Reed. Bringing the heat. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Dante Moore. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Release to the back. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Moore. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing more. Looking for the end zone and the tie. Instead, he finds a sack, and the defense rises up, and the offense can't tie the game. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Live.
Happy holidays and welcome to the Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. I'm Chris Fowler inside the Tiburon Theater. We're so proud every year to be able to bring you Heisman Trophy night, the most impactful hand.